Gotta have a delicious breakfast before we hit the trail. Delicious breakfast, check. Now it's time to clean up, pack up, and head out. We are heading out of our hotel. Got a ride back to the PCT. Hi, Lonnie. We are gonna see you back at the highway.
Peace.
Peace, peace. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We're heading back on trail. We're gonna do 8 miles with no packs, and then Lonnie is going to bring our packs to the highway where we will continue as normal.
Way more than I thought I was going to. I thought it was going to be like 700 miles in this. But it wasn't. It's like flat. Yeah. I'm so excited for this year. It's coming.
We got some more wild mustard, a relative to cabbage and broccoli. It tastes delicious, but make sure you know how to identify it. Don't just eat yellow stuff. There is a lot of Joshua trees in this little ravine here. Cactus and mayonnaise are also pretty sure that Joshua tree fruits and leaves are edible and delicious as well. So we might try one. Dank.
Not very good.
It's not. I think it's actually pretty good.
That's not terrible.
No, yeah, I thought it was alright.
It's not super sweet.
Update. It tasted pretty good, and then the aftertaste was kind of soapy and bitter, so we spit it out. Donatello, yeah, Donatello's the smart one. Raphael, the red, is the hothead. Lonnie's here with our bags. Thank you, Lonnie, for bringing them to us. We're having a delightful roadside buffet. Lots of fresh fruits and meats and cheeses. Delightful. Fresh fruit with some peanut butter squeezed on. We have our packs again with a heavy load of food and water heading towards Kennedy Meadows. Break time. It's time to fill ourselves with sweet and salty snacks to make getting up this hill bearable. Go! We'll be at the top soon. Going uphill, lots of breaks in the shade are required for survival. We're climbing high now, and quickly. We're continuing on just a little further before we make camp to be a little closer to the water tomorrow. We have found our campsite and we're very slowly removing rocks and pebbles and pine cones. Our tent site is set up, well sheltered from the winds, and the sunset is shaping up to be a pretty one. Dinner with Dairy Queen and Spice. Spice heats it up and Dairy Queen cools it down.
I guess at the time they had more glass blowing experience than me, but no one wanted to do the work that I don't know.
Alright, we are heading to bed, doing some last chores before we go to sleep. Good night. Good morning. Our goal is to make about 17, 18 miles a day for the next few days. So we get to Ridgecrest for our resupply. We look like we're gonna have a windy day, so we're making breakfast in the tent before we head out. We are almost done packing up. Alright, we are heading out on day 49 of our PCT adventure. The wonderful thing about getting to the top of a big hill, no matter the difficulty, is that you usually have a pretty awesome view.
Shorter ones too, and they're different. Like I'll resupply with Hellman and Cactus, and they'll spend maybe $120 with both of them. And
I think we've arrived at our campsite for the evening. Yeah, let's find ourselves a spot.
it's on grass.
We are back to long walks off trail to get water. We're headed a mile down this little canyon to Miller Creek to filter some, and we're gonna head back up to camp. Wow, this is a beautiful little meadow. Well, here's Miller Spring, natural water source. If anyone's curious what a natural spring looks like, this is it. You can see the water burbling up from underground. Guys, this sunset is just gonna be incredible. Yeah. Last time we'll see the sun today. As we go up the canyon, it'll be kind of shaded out. We survived our 2-mile ordeal. We are back at camp. While some of us went a mile down and a mile back to filter water, my wonderful wife made us dinner and got the bedding all ready, so we are good to go. Looks like we have the makings of a beautiful sunrise in the east. Alright, we are finishing up a delicious breakfast. And it is day 50 on the PCT, heading closer towards Ridgecrest and Kennedy Meadows. We are heading off from our lovely campsite last night. A little windy, but nice and warm. I don't know when it becomes not worth it to go after lost items, but I just went back for my tripod over half a mile downhill. Now I'm doing half a mile uphill again. First break of the day, and it is already hot. Ladies and gentlemen, we have walked 600 miles. Look at that. We have reached our water resupply and lunch spot. Interesting little spring.
We're getting creative with our wraps these days. We are doing cheese, honey, peanut butter, and pickles.
Lunch was delicious, and we feel much better. Time to hit the road.
Adds a layer of challenge with the umbrella. Okay. forget what his name was.
He's in there! Oh.
He's in the filter. It's got the worms out of the filter. Part of that.
Mm-hmm.
And Julian now. Yeah.
We have happened upon a good looking campsite with a great view. The sun is about to go down behind this mountain here. The bedding looks pretty good. Let's go see how Deanna's doing with dinner.
This is a creamy Parmesan Alfredo. And this is a chicken noodle sauce.
Yum. Wow, the sunset is beautiful. Good morning on day 51. It's been getting hotter and hotter the last few days, so we're up before the sunrise to try to beat the heat. Deanna's on breakfast prep today, making a milk and protein powder shake. We are off, and it is going to be a hot one today. Cool rocks, interesting cleavage and breakage pattern. We can see a layer of weird air settling in the valleys down below. What is that? There's a lot of pollen on these spruce trees. This great expanse is the Mojave Desert. Lots of flowers out today. We're in the grand finale of this Southern California section. It's getting hotter, getting drier, and we cannot wait to get to the Sierras. People are leaving huge amounts of water for us because otherwise we would be carrying water 30, 35 miles sometimes. It's still pretty early, but the sun is already very intense. We're heading off with a big heavy pack of water uphill in the desert sun. Boy, there is a lot of Joshua trees out here. A big old patch of Joshua trees for lunch. Little Joshua tree castle. The only spot of shade in the entire trail that we've seen.
Freaking hit. Skin rush, like with bubbles, and it seems like something like maybe put. Kind of like aqueduct. I mean, not the hot part. Like I've never seen such a giant metal tube before. Yeah. I'm like, seriously?
$800 sounds expensive to me.
Yeah. For like an well, I got new ones, but still.
We are back on trail after lunch, and it's a hot one. It's very hot. Sometimes breathing is enough work all on its own. It's too hot for this guy to run away. He's just chilling. Looks like there was recently a brush fire there. Maybe it's under control. Doesn't look like it's burning anymore. There must have been a brush fire here too. All these Joshua trees are dead. Yeah, that is a big old Lizzie. It is hot, there is shade, and we are having an early dinner. Few things better than hot food on a blazingly hot day. We got some chili lime ramen and some pulled pork mashed potatoes with hot sauce.
Yes.
Everything in this desert is trying to kill us. These little plants have hairs that stick in you. Nothing is fun. Heading out from our lovely dinner site and our new friend Ferry. We are trying to get 6 miles more to the next water cache. After that long lunch break, we'll probably get into our camp after dark. But that's okay because hiking in the heat of the day was too much. It is much cooler now. Always a little interesting seeing a car in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, when I just started getting opportunities to do field work, and that's really what I wanted to do.
It's a pretty sick gig.
That's cool.
I just started doing field work, and it took me away because I thought I mean, mycology is really what I'm into.
We just met Scott working on a research project on the conservation of ground squirrels. He offered us some nice cold drinks and fresh fruit. True hero on the PCT, not even a trail angel. Thank you, Scott. Cool seeing the shadows of mountains lengthen through the afternoon. My dear wife just found out firsthand how sharp Joshua tree leaves are. Her head happened to find a couple as we walked. That was an incredible sunset, and here we are still on trail with several miles to go before our camp. We've come across a little kangaroo rat. Very bold little guy with big eyes. Wow. There's another one right here. Whoa. First kangaroo rats we've seen on trail. We're at 0.2 miles from the next water cache, and we didn't want to wake everyone else up who's already camped there. So we're going to camp at this little flat spot here. Good morning. As you can see, we slept with the rain fly off last night. No wind, very warm, and the stars were just amazing. And now the sunset looks like it's about to be beautiful. We're heading down this trail another 20 miles today, which will get us to Walker Pass, where we're going to get off and go into Ridgecrest to resupply. Hard to see in the dark last night, but we stumbled onto quite an awesome campsite.
I found it.
She did. Sun's already hitting that hillside.
Yep, let's do this. Another hot day in the desert.
Another hot day in the desert. Gonna refill some liters before we head up this massive hill. There's a little rabbit hanging out. There he is.
It was a cute sticker, but I just don't like it when people. It's just showing you like promote. I don't like.
Let's do it. We're both super glad that this climb is happening early in the morning when it's a bit cooler and we are a bit more fresh. Cool little keyhole rock there. We just beast mudded it up this mountain for the last hour and 40 minutes. We conquered almost 2,000 feet of elevation. We're heading northeast right now, and that is right in the direction of the Sierra, which we see have a little snow on them. Wow, look at that view. On hot days when it's extra long miles, it's extra important that we elevate our feet to reduce inflammation. We have a fighter jet doing maneuvers. Oh, 2 of them. That's cool. It's a beautiful little snake on the road here. We've been walking on this road for a while, which may be a little flatter than a trail, but boy, the ground is so compact and hard, it makes my feet hurt. As we're hiking later into May, higher temperatures and less rain, we're encountering less and less small creeks with water. The app we've been using said this creek just had water a week ago. Now we're having to go a little bit further and off trail to get to a spring. Looks like we've reached the spring. It's a good place to have lunch in the shade. And here's our little spring. While the water is filtering, my wife is hard at work making us lunch, which looks amazing. We're back on the PCT. It's nice to be off this road. It's an even better look at the snow ahead in the Sierras. Well, wind's picking up a little bit, and my umbrella seems to have turned inside out. It's exciting. Just for a moment, we could see the highway that we'll get to tonight, and it'll take us to Ridgecrest tomorrow. It is now all downhill to the road. for the rest of the day. We are just 1 mile from the Walker Pass campground. It'd be nice to have a break after this heat wave. I have a new beetle friend. His name is Bertrand the beetle. He's feeling a little shy on camera right now though.
He's so cute.
Tiny little hikers. Our day on the PCT is done. And that campground down below is calling to us. Not only camp, but camp with friends. Sun is just going down behind those mountains as we've been talking. Beautiful. Tents up, dinner's on, we got some Nor sides.
Here.
We see the start of a forest fire and we are going to call 911. We tried to call 911 and there is no service. Someone is running up to the road where there is a little bit of service. My first thoughts are I'm surprised by how quiet it is. I always assume natural disasters are really loud. Thank goodness for our quick response crews, firefighters, police, paramedics, for being here, for taking care of these things so they don't get worse. We saw a truck drive by from the campsite, and then a few minutes later we saw this huge blaze. We don't know for sure, but I can't believe people are flicking cigarettes out their windows in Southern California.